Hey everyone, Pupsker here, and today in Warframe, streaming over at Twitch, we're gonna go over the Dev Workshop Exalted Weapon changes. And also Ash retouches. So, as always, remember to sub, follow, like, and all that jazz on all of the social media, Twitch, YouTube, it all helps out. So as you all may have heard based on the last dev stream, Ash is getting updates to be stronger and more playable, and Exalted Weapons are getting changes, as well as Ash's fourth ability is becoming an Exalted Weapon, so you can mod it and everything like that. They have done one clarification. Hey Tenno, 2 small corrections to the original workshop. Shattered Lash now has a critical multiplier of 2 times, and the ability combo counter is within 5 seconds, not within 1 second. Recommended by DE Sask. So that's just like clarification, update. So this is the entirety of the Exalted Weapon rework they talked about during DevStream 184. I think honestly, I will probably just read through some of the stuff quickly and then go over certain things specifically. But that's the entire update written down here, right? It's a quick little one. I thought it'd be a little bigger, but I don't think they're showing off every individual small thing. They're just being like, hey, it's changed. This is what's happening. It still works. Okay. So either way, that's what's going on. The Exalted, Pseudo-Exalted Ash rework. Let's go through it. Cheers all. Hey Tenno. As first mentioned in DevStream 184, we've been hard at work overhauling our pseudo-exalted weapons while also giving current exalteds a boost. This dev workshop is a deep dive into these upcoming changes. Also included are details for our changes to Ash. He will receive light adjustments similar to the changes Nexon and Trinity received in Warframe 1999 update. Okay. History lesson time. In Update 23, we introduced moddable exalted weapons for 6 Warframes. 6 Warframes. Exalted weapons are unique weapons summoned by a Warframe's ability, giving them access to an additional separately moddable weapon in the arsenal. Exalted weapons benefit both from its own equipable mods and the weapon mods on the Warframe itself. Okay. In addition to exalted weapons, certain Warframe abilities summon weapons that did not have the exalted treatments, AA pseudo-exalteds we call them sometimes, be separately moddable in R, but receive bonuses from other moddable sources. Your equipment melee weapon. These are what we call pseudo-exalted weapons, and these are changing, mainly. With these changes, we want to officially make pseudo-exalted weapons into exalted weapons, so pseudo no more. This ensures parity with how players interact with summon weapons on Warframes. For fans of affected Warframes, Ash, Atlas, Khora, and Gara, your arsenal may look a little different to accommodate these new exalted weapons. But our hope is to keep the end results relatively unchanged on the battlefield. So you hear that, everybody? Ash, Atlas's, I think, Punch, Khora's, I assume, Whipclaw, and Gara's, I assume, ice, no, not ice, glass whip as well. But we'll take a look and find out. Shattered Lash, that's the ability. Changes to current exalted weapons. Before we go over what's changing and happening to pseudo-exalted weapons as a whole are getting updates as well. They are getting arcane slots and exalted weapons. That's what's happening during the Tech Rod Encore. Exilus mod slot on primary and secondary exalted weapons. Acolyte Amalgam and melee combo counter mods enabled for exalted weapons. That's right, combo for exalted weapons is going to be a pretty cool thing now. So slash dash into exalted blade will actually be good for once because it'll build combo stronger and it'll actually be not dog. So yeah, good stuff. Like exalted weapons are just getting a lot better, and that's all I really care for. So good job, Warframe folk. Let's hugs and kisses. There we go. Now let's go over arcane slots on exalted weapons. Pretty self-explanatory, exalted weapons. While Garuda's talons are part of her passive ability and therefore not an exalted weapon, we are adding an arcane slot to them nonetheless. Okay, wait, they didn't bring up Garuda though, so okay, anyways, that's cool. Pseudo-exalted could achieve the effect of certain arcanes on exalted weapons by equipping them corresponding regular weapons. With the changes above, these interactions have been removed. Specific Warframes that benefit from these effects will be receiving a new exalted weapon, which is outlined later in the dev stream. So pseudo-exalteds are not pseudo-exalteds if they've been replaced, but it sounds like some pseudo-exalteds will still exist. Curious. Exilus mod slot on primary and secondary exalted weapons. That's pretty self-explanatory. Same functioning with existing melee weapons and all that jazz. Yeah, that's right. I guess it's more like all the arcanes that are being added are the exalted weapons already. Because like I think you can mod Garuda's talons, so they're already pretty much an exalted. Even though they're part of her passive ability. But like they pretty much are, right? I just want to check quickly. Because I'm like, don't you mod them? Aren't they pretty much... Aren't they like... Oh no, you totally don't. It's been so long since I played her. I didn't know that. So are they going to add an arcane slot right here? Or are they making her talons passive? Oh, I was thinking more Valkyr. Sorry. I'm an idiot. Yeah, because none of her abilities are actually using her talons. Okay. Oh yeah, slashes with her talons if no melee weapon is equipped. So if you just do this... Yeah, okay, there we go. That's what I was like, I thought it was. No. So it is technically an exalted, which is important to remember, but it is like weird. It's weird apparently. But yeah, it's getting an arcane slot. It's already pretty much an exalted with a like claw slot, so not bad, not bad. I would say overall a win. Good stuff for Garuda. Yeah, that was just kind of what was happening there. I had to double check, okay? I do not remember 90% of things in Warframe at this point. I've been more casual, and the game is so big. So, but now we know, and knowing is half the battle. I like that. They're part of her passive ability, and therefore not an exalted weapon. Yeah, they're just a weapon, guys. They're not exalted. It's just a regular weapon. Anyways, that's good. Good to know. Love you, Warframe. Acolyte, Amalgam, and Melee mod counter mods enabled for Exalted Weapons. They were once disabled, they are now enabled. 4 primary ones right here. Serration, Scope, Rounds, Link. Secondary ones, okay, it's a Diffusion, Catalyst, Crosshair, Magazine, Bullet, Subsystem ones. Take a look if you so choose. And then the Melee one, Amalgam, some combo ones, Blood Rush, Body Count, Overdrive, Rush, Strike, Wounds. Okay, cool. Mainly just combo stuff, right? Because they didn't want you to be goofy and waste your combo stuff on weapons if you can't actually combo properly. Blah, blah, blah. Makes sense, but that's okay. Note if the exalted weapon is unable to trigger the requirement for a mod, such as when aiming or slide attack, you'll not be able to equip that mod for that specific exalted weapons, aka hydraulic crosshairs on Mesa's regulator. Yeah, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, right? No, Mesa's regulators will get an arcane. So they'll get more mods and they'll get arcanes. So that's good. Yeah. Other changes to exalted weapons include all exalted stances now grant mod capacity like regular weapons. Additionally, we have applied the Xenoric polarity to all exalted stances and their corresponding melee slots, providing a +10 capacity boost. Okay, cool. Remove the restriction preventing set mod equipped on exalted weapons contributing to or benefiting from set bonus. With this change, set bonus are now calculated based on the active weapon. This means that if you have 3 set mods equipped on your Warframe, 3 on your melee, and none on your exalted, you'll only benefit from 3 sets on your Warframe while your exalted melee is active. So, no longer will your pseudo-exalted stuff work, okay? No longer can you double dip melee mods. No longer can you go on Excalibur, mod his melee, mod his exalted blade, and get even more boost. So yeah, that's not a thing anymore. So yeah, you can no longer boost your exalted with your melee mods. Okay. Remove the interaction that caused combo counter to reset when using the Zorus, Tenant Livia, or Tenant Grigori alongside an exalted weapon. Oh, I've had people bring this up on stream before, for sure. 100%. That's good. That's good. Because I've heard people be like, hey, you know why like my combo keeps resetting? I'm like, oh shit, no. Make a bug report if you can. That sucks. But I'm like, I don't use any of the thrown weapons that much, so that's okay. Well, Zorus. Tenant Livia or Tenant Grigori. I have used Tenant Livia much. A little bit, I mean, but I haven't noticed. Okay. Anyways, this interaction was added in 28.1.0. Well, I guess that's why. Due to being overly dominant mechanic, offered infinite combo and exalted weapons when used with gladiator mods. Now that set mods only apply to current active weapons, this restriction is no longer needed. Oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting. Excalibur's Exalted Blade and Baruch's Serene Storm abilities can now gain melee combo counter and trigger Tennokai from their Exalted Weapons wind/energy waves instead of only from direct hits. So the TLDR Excalibur's Exalted Blade and Baruch's punches are a lot better now, and everyone should go give them a kiss. For balance reason, Desert Wind's critical chance is reduced from 50 to 35 to accommodate the above buff. In testing, Serene Storm was overpowering when used with Blood Rush. No! Huge nerf. No, it makes sense. It's because it just builds better now. Excalibur's Slash Dash now scales with mods equipped on his Exalted Blade instead of mods equipped on his regular melee weapon. Good. And like, I think your slash still goes forward, so that gains you some melee combo in theory. Still. Remove the interaction of Razorfly's scaling with melee mods equipped on Diwata. Interaction never intended, alongside a few mods working with it. Okay. Balance this change, they've made Razorflies invulnerable, reinforcing their support role rather than their damage potential. We are open to considering additional adjustments as needed. Now, the new Exalted Weapons. Atlas, Gara, Khora, Ash. That's the last of it. So, are you ready, folk? Those are the 4 Warframes, Atlas, Gara, Khora, Ash. Base range of 2.8 meters, okay. Adds directly to the modded ability range on your Warframe and can also enhance with melee mods like Reach. Okay. Melee. Okay. Cool. Which adds directly to the modded ability range on your Warframe. So that's good. With their new Exalted status, these weapons now separately moddable will benefit from mods that were unavailable to them previously, Condition Overload, Elements, Might Faction. These new Exalted Weapons will receive same treatment and change it above, should factions like Exalted Weapons with few exceptions. Note, these new Exalted Weapons will not include an Exila slot, as the relevant abilities cannot perform heavy attacks, Tennokai, or parry block. Okay, so all the already existing Exalted Weapons essentially just get like their arcanes. Hell yeah. And are boosted, and now these ones are just fully exalted. Atlas now wields a moddable Exalted Weapon with Landslide, pre-installed Orkin Catalyst with 2 Matter Eye. Critical chance is increased from 5 to 35% chance, and its status 5 to 15%. Oh hell yeah, it's not awful, and oh my god, they actually did it. They made it not terrible crit chance. Sweet. Landslide retains its unique combo count mechanics instead of using traditional melee combo. Learn more about this ability mono counter action. Cool. That's awesome. I don't really use Atlas, so I'll have to look into that more, see how great it ends up being, but good stuff. Gara. Upgrade for Shattered Lash. Pre-installed 1 Matter Eye, 1 Naramon. Critical chance of 20. Crit mod of 2. Status chance of 30. And base damage was reduced from 800 to 400, because it'd probably be too OP. Unlike traditional Exalted melee weapons, Shattered Lash uses the same combo count mechanic as Landslide. Learn more about this in the ability window. Okay, so it's just like people hit, and then time. Okay. Balancing adjustments for added strength, new combo changes, more ability count changes below. Yeah, we'll see. Khora's new Exalted Weapon is Whip Claw, pre-installed as well. Damage reduced 300 to 150. Unlike traditional Exalted melee, Whip Claw uses the same combo counter as Landslide, where it's just like, I think, enemies hit with the ability is the combo. That's essentially it. And then it stacks for X amount of seconds. I don't think it's anything like super different, but we'll find out. Hello. Oh yeah, I'll remember to link to the forum as well. I'll link it to you as well, chat. And remember, like, sub, and if anyone uses the Epic Games Store, use Epic Games creator code Pupsker if you ever buy anything, whether that be Fortnite, Warframe, or new games. It always helps out after all, so thank you. So that's the combo, or I should say the Exalted Weapons. Ability combo counter changes. Since Bladestorm, Landslide, they're all not channeled. Devised a new ability combo system based off Atlas Exinse. Recasting their perspective abilities within 5 seconds of the previous cast will grant you 20 combo points, which will increase the multiplier by 1. Okay, that's how it be. That's how it be. 5-second cooldowns, and it increases the multi each time. We've also increased ability combo counter cap from 4x to 12x. Hey, regular melee. So now you can up it to 12x, increasing your ability combo counter. Your Exalted melee will receive damage based on... Okay, so they have the damage, but they 3 times the amount of a possible combo. So that's very good. Awesome. Ability damage now scales 1-to-1 with this new ability combo counter instead of the 0.2x5 melee combo multiplier that's pseudo Exalted Weapons. As a result, we have reduced the base damage of those two weapons. Yay! So ability damages got buffed, but not like the Exalted Weapons themselves, like the other ones, the pseudo ones, but not the Exalteds. Cool. Mods like Blood Retrieve Wound, Bounty Count, as well as focused abilities like Neron's Power Strike now work with this new ability. You can crit enemies so goddamn hard with certain abilities, but maybe not Ash's. We'll see. Now, finally, Ash changes, everybody. We felt Ash needed to be boosted to compete with stronger choices. Retain theme of Ash, speed him up. No changes to passive. Shuriken's got a damage increase, and it went from 2 to 5. It shoots in an arc in front of Ash and home towards enemies. So it's pretty much just like an arcing homing. Either way, it should still work well because they still home on enemies. So yeah. Enemies hit with shurikens now contribute towards melee combo counter. OP. Great. Not really OP, but very good comparative to before. Like, doubled. 2.5 increase. Like, wow, that's good. Smoke screen. This one's sweet as well. 12-second invisibility now instead of 8. We've also increased max base duration of the smoke shadow augment from 8 to 12 seconds. Okay. I think that makes it so maybe your team also shadow smokes if they run into Ash's smoke area. Or it's just like everyone is invisible in that smoke area. I can't remember. Ability 3, Teleport. Fatal Teleport augments. Part of Teleport. Automatically performs finishers on cast with 200% finisher bonus. Fatal Teleport augment has now changed to Quicken Teleport. Executing a target with Teleport increases parkour. Duration's double with Mercy Kill. Okay. Finisher kills performed by Ash with extended smokescreen duration. Mercy kills with reset smokescreen duration. Yeah. Okay, get kills. Smokescreen for life. A Blade Storm is an exalted weapon. I had to yawn. Big stretch all. Pre-installed Orkin and stuff. It has a crit and a multiplier. Okay, it sucks for crit. Crit chance of 5, multiplier of 1, status of 5%. It's good for just straight up base damage building and status damage building, right? Damage building, it seems. But it looks like the crit multis and status multis aren't good enough. Oh, it's considered a dagger now. Okay, okay. Before, Blade Storm could neither crit nor apply status outside of the 4/ proc. Since finisher damage is already strong, Blade Storm received a nominal increase for balance. You can still fuck around and throw on combo crit and stuff, or like umbrals if you want. Like, try it, who cares? You'll still do damage. But obviously you have to increase your crit multiplier because it starts at freaking 1. Exalted Ribbons, though, am I right? Exalted Ribbons will slap, so think about it. But overall, I'm not going to invest too much into Ash with crit on Blade Storm. Additional Blade Storm changes. Ash can mark targets with an increased radius around the reticle. Okay, very good. Blade Storm now marks each target once. Clones will no longer perform 3 finisher attacks on enemies. Instead, they will execute single attack, allowing the ability to resolve faster. Oh, yep. I like it. Ash's pretty much functionally plays the same, but is just way better. Every way possible. People were complaining about the crit on this, but I mean, like, if you didn't even have crit before, like, who cares? You're doing finisher damage, which is, like, very strong, true damage type of deal, right? So, shit's gonna slap. I think it's good. I like it. Now I will mess around with Ash on the update. I'll remember to link this in the description. Oh, this person has a long post. Holy crap. Longer almost than the post itself. Yeah, I'm excited to see what changes they made. Everyone, let me know what you think. Sub like. You can use Epic Games creator code Pupsker. Check out Twitch or like Pupsker VODs, my second Twitch channel. Pupsker's the main one. Either way, updates all coming March 19th. So I guess we'll wait until then. March 19th at 11 a.m. ET, right?